Now in 4 News Now at 6, the Kootenai County Central Committee will soon host their first meeting since this woman was dragged out over the weekend. What they're preparing for tonight, plus the legal action the woman is considering taking.
We'll be getting a break from the windy, wet weather. I'll show you when you can expect some early spring-like sunshine in your first alert forecast.
Plus, the prosecutors want to use a 3D model of a home to help argue their case in the University of Idaho murders case. Why they say it will help give them and the jury a better understanding of the crime scene. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Well, tonight, the Kootenai County Republican Central Committee is holding its first meeting since a woman was dragged out of a different meeting over the weekend that is now making national headlines. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. The KCRCC posted to Facebook this afternoon that it feels the meeting is at risk. Our Marissa Rio is live from where tonight's meeting is being held with why the committee feels this way.
Well, Derek and Kirsten, within the last half hour, security has shown up to this meeting. I'm going to take a step out of the way so you can take a closer look. The security that's here has jackets and cars with the name Gates Security. Now, just past this white truck, you can see a group of people waiting to get in, and on their jackets it says Panhandle Patriots, a riding club. Now, inside there are 3 guards that I can see. I did hear them say that if they were not part of the KCRCC, they weren't allowed in just yet. So right now they're only allowing committee members into the facility as of now. Now, I did speak with security, and they told me that they are here because of heightened risks. Now, the KCRCC said this afternoon on Facebook that they have been receiving threats via social media messaging. They did post some of those messages to their Facebook. Several were death threats, but the language used is so foul that we aren't able to show them or even say them on TV. The KCRCC said they did ask the Coeur d'Alene Police Department for preventative protection and were told to call 911 if an emergency arises. CDA Coeur d'Alene Police said they had requested off-duty officers for security, but KCRCC gave too short of notice. But they do have officers in this area in case something arrives. But now, as we see here, there is security now. I will be in tonight's meeting, but the KCRCC had told me that our camera crews were not allowed inside due to small rooms, and there may be objections by committee members. I will be in there, and we'll have more for you tonight on 4 News Now Nightside at 11. Live in Coeur d'Alene, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Well, if you did not feel the strong winds this morning, you probably heard them.
Yeah, the winds were so strong it forced Silver Mountain to close down for the day. The resort says it should be back open tomorrow, though.
And while the winds were bad here, they were worse in the Seattle area. 3 people actually had to be rescued from this car when they were trapped under a tree. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt. The wind also knocked out power for thousands of people in that area.
Like a whoosh, and then there were a few bang, like, I don't know, things were falling around and stuff.
And then I kind of heard a flash. It was like a boom and 2 big bright light flashes.
My trampoline in my backyard got moved a good 2 or 3 feet from the wind as well. So, yeah, there were some winds a-whipping. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is here now. And, Chris, hopefully those really strong winds are behind us.
Oh, definitely. And I have to say, I'm surprised at the lack of damage, considering how strong our winds were. I think you win the prize for the most damage I've heard of today. I have been checking around because we did have some strong wind gusts earlier, especially late morning. Spokane Valley, 53-mile-per-hour gusts, a 54-mile-per-hour gust at the airport in Spokane, 52 in Pullman. We also had windy conditions in Othello, Pomeroy, as well as Moses Lake, but things have really calmed down around the region. The gusty winds are tapered off. We do still have 30-mile-per-hour gusts in Pullman, 24-mile-per-hour sustained winds in Spokane, but otherwise things are becoming rather calm, and they will become quite a bit more so as we get into the evening. Expect light winds to start your day tomorrow. It's been a little bit slower to dry out around the region. We do still have some rain through North Idaho and in Spokane County as well, and some snow falling through the central Panhandle Mountains. A closer look at the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area shows that we have some rain, light rain around Medical Lake and Cheney, also heading down into southern Spokane County, Rockford, Fairfield, and in the Coeur d'Alene area. All of this is moving out, and we should be dry by around 7 o'clock with mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures will be in the mid-30s by 11 with clearing conditions and winds becoming light. That's going to allow our temperature to drop down to freezing throughout the region. So some of those wet roads and sidewalks may be a little bit frosty if you're up early tomorrow, because we are warming up in the forecast. I will let you know what to expect coming up in just a few minutes, Derek.
Well, a driver hit and killed a woman near Spokane Falls Community College last night. According to the Spokane Police Department, the woman was walking near Wistocks Way and Randolph Road at around 8:15. Investigators say the woman died at the scene. And as of right now, the driver is not facing any charges.
North Idaho College is on track to keep its accreditation. That is according to the Northwest Commission on Colleges and Universities. The commission says it has reduced the sanctions first imposed on the college back in 2022. The college has also been given a one-year extension in order to bring the few remaining accreditation issues into compliance. The school president saying he is happy that the commission recognizes all the effort and good work being done at NIC.
New details tonight on how the prosecution plans to argue its case in the University of Idaho murders trial. They want to use a 3D model like this one you see right here to show where the murders took place. The house was torn down in late 2023. In the filing, prosecutors say the model is being constructed by the FBI and will be placed on a rolling table for portability within the courtroom. The state's request saying the model will consist of 3 levels, which can be removed by level to show the interior layout of the residence. Prosecutors call the layout of the home unconventional and say the model will allow witnesses, including the 2 roommates who were not attacked, to testify where things were and what happened. The trial is scheduled to begin this August.
A heads up for anyone who uses the westbound Highway 41 exit in Post Falls. Starting Monday, that off-ramp will be closed for the construction season. Crews will start building a new off-ramp. Traffic will be detoured to the Celtice Way interchange. Also starting Monday, Highway 41 underneath the I-90 temporary bridges will be closed for approximately a month for bridge demolition and utility work. You'll be detoured onto the Greens Ferry Road to get around that project. Still ahead, Elon Musk is giving federal workers another chance to respond to his email or risk losing their jobs.
Why some workers say they're getting mixed messages from Musk and the White House coming up. Plus, this fire at a lithium battery warehouse forced evacuations in northeast Spokane today. We'll tell you about the technology the fire department used to determine the area was safe.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV. Sign up for the 4 News Now Brainstorm at KXLY.com.
Regular visits to your local Perfection Tire can ensure your car's safety and dependability.
With factory recommended maintenance, you increase your fuel efficiency as well as maintain your vehicle's value.
Nobody beats perfection.
Hi, Alton Brown here at the top secret facility where we're building my farewell tour, Alton Brown Live Last Bite. Now, like all of our culinary variety shows, there will be comedy, music, science, and an epic yet potentially dangerous culinary demonstration. Hi, 911. It's me again.
March 26th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets on sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
People from North Idaho are built for long, snowy winters.
And so are the Subarus they drive.
With symmetrical all-wheel drive, every Subaru handles winter's toughest challenges with ease. No matter how harsh the weather gets, your Subaru stays in control.
Add heated seats and advanced safety features, and you're ready for anything winter brings.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event now through March 31st at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
BECU was happy to award the People Helping People Award to Feast World Kitchen.
The mission of Feast World Kitchen is to elevate and empower former refugees and immigrants. We use international food as the platform for people to build skills and share their culture with Spokane.
You don't even have to travel to a different country. you just come here, experience the food.
The ECU is just really proud to partner with Feast World Kitchen as they further the mission in Spokane.
When it comes to replacing your windows and doors, you have options. But not all are created equal. Choose Renewal by Andersen. Andersen brand products are rated #1 for quality, durability, and performance. It's no wonder our products are trusted more than Marvin and Pella. Not sure where to start or worried about upfront costs? Schedule a free, no-obligation consultation. Research the rest, then go with the best. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Tires do more than keep your vehicle moving forward.
At Perfection Tire, we maximize your safety, fuel efficiency, and driving comfort with the right tires for you.
Quality Cooper tires, knowledgeable people. Nobody beats perfection.
All right, welcome back. A woman in Kootenai County is preparing to press charges after being forcibly removed from a town hall meeting on Saturday.
Yeah, that incident happened at a Kootenai County Republican Central Committee meeting and is under investigation by both the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office and Coeur d'Alene Police Department. Alexandra Cohen-Yards is live now from the Kootenai County Government Building, where another meeting will be happening in just under an hour. And Alexandra, we had some surprising news from Sheriff Norris this morning.
That's right, Kirsten. We were expecting to hear from Sheriff Bob Norris today, yet we're told he will no longer be making any public statements. I asked the department why this was the case, yet have not heard back anything yet. Saturday's meeting had tension from the start and quickly became chaotic. In this video, you can see Dr. Teresa Boren-Paul being dragged off stage by men who are said to be security guards. Boren-Paul's close friend has since made a GoFundMe that has blown up online. Why she says this is needed?
Because it is hard to find lawyers for any kind of civil rights action in Idaho. Just on its face. So to meet that challenge without financial support is almost insurmountable at times.
The goal for the GoFundMe was $30,000, but it has so far already raised more than $260,000 in donations. KCRCC says it feels nothing wrong was done during Saturday's meeting.
Nothing to do with what she said, it's how she was saying it, and she was being obnoxious and disruptive. You know, people couldn't hear what was going on because she was screaming.
Brent Regan, chairman of the KCRCC, said they received death threats towards one of the legislators who was speaking at that Saturday meeting, which prompted the extra security. Abbott says that Dr. Boren-Paul plans to find a lawyer today or tomorrow. Now, this is an ongoing investigation, and we will continue to give you updates as they come. For now, reporting live from Kootenai County, I'm Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
Alexandra, thank you. This fire in Spokane's Hilliard neighborhood this morning destroyed 2 buildings filled with lithium-ion batteries, leaving 3 people unable to go home tonight.
Spokane Fire initially evacuated 2 blocks of Hilliard, but later reduced it to just the area around the destroyed buildings and the house next door. The fire broke out at the Max Amps lithium batteries warehouse at North Myrtle and East Central. The company manufactures batteries for drones. Our Hunter Bertram shows us the damage and how Spokane firefighters deemed it safe for some neighbors to return home.
It took hours to put out this fire in North Spokane this morning, destroying lithium-ion batteries in these warehouses. Now under control, Spokane Fire Department says these batteries could reignite.
And sometimes for 2 or 3 days or even longer.
Spokane Fire says it's one of the largest fires the state's seen involving lithium-ion batteries. Those are the batteries used in our phones, electric cars, and even our toothbrushes.
And so they have a lot of these little batteries, and then they build them into the packs. And
now those batteries are nothing but rubble and ash. We don't know what caused the fire.
Yeah, it's under investigation.
The Department of Ecology is now monitoring air quality.
You want to keep those businesses moving, but make sure they're not breathing in stuff too that's going to kill them. So.
Using technology that not many fire departments have, SFD did those tests and deemed some of the area surrounding the fire was okay for people to return to.
Runoff on this site specifically has been maintained to the site.
Sean Thompson works these fires for the Department of Ecology, studying their impact on the environment. He says because lithium-ion batteries are so new, they still have questions too.
This is a new thing even for us that we're up against.
Now what Spokane Fire has to do is decontaminate all of the equipment, including these hoses that were used to fight the flames. SFD and the Department of Ecology are planning to stay in the area for the next few days to ensure safety. In Hilliard, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Windy and wet today, but it was mild. Our high temperature a couple of degrees above average, 44, starting the day off at 39, also well above average. Sunset today was at 5:29, and there are more signs of spring in the 7-day forecast. I'll let you know what to expect after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
One sandwich that says, "This guy appreciates wild-caught Alaskan fish." And a second that says, "This guy would like another sandwich." 2 for $6.99. Arby's, we have the meat.
It's the Hard Knock Life. Broadway's favorite orphan is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way. Don't miss Annie in an all-new production for the whole family, and just when we need it the most.
Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Everyone knows, for every person, there's a Toyota. But did you know Findlay Downtown Toyota is a great place to buy a certified pre-owned vehicle. Plus, every used vehicle sold comes with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty.
Individuals, couples, and families, you could get a refund of up to $1,290 back on taxes paid last year, as well as refunds for 2023 and 2022. Learn more at workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room. It should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
There are 24,000 graduating seniors in Idaho this year. Each of you unique, powerful, independent. Each of you ready to become the next Idaho success story. That's why Idaho launches here, to see you through. Up to $8,000 for education and training. Support for jobs in hundreds of fields, so you can choose your own path, because you invent you. Launch just helps.
Pick 2 of Arby's beef and cheddar and crispy fish sandwiches for $6.99. It's surf and turf, reef and beef, the old bovine and brine, sea milk and land cookies, the old Arby's. We have the meat.
All right, welcome back. Our strong, gusty winds are finally dying down, and it's blowing in some nice spring-like weather.
Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see when we can expect the return of sunny weather.
It will not be long. In fact, we're just seeing the last of some showers in Coeur d'Alene. Here's the look right now, US 95 and I-90, wet roads there. It is 41 degrees. Out at US 2 in Fairchild, looking west, you can see a little bit of the sunset. There's some clearing to the west. It's still 44 degrees at the airport in Spokane. That temperature will start to drop as we see our winds continue to die down. Much calmer Wednesday. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be dry across the region, and a warming trend kicks off. We're headed to the warmest weather of the season so far, with some sunshine. You may start the day off with some patchy fog and areas of freezing fog, but it should not last for long. We're late enough in the season. The sky is high enough, or the sun is high enough in the sky. Sky's the same height it's always, but that will help erode the fog. Here's our radar right now, and we're still hanging on to some showers, mainly in North Idaho, but also right in parts of southern Spokane County, but they will not be going for long. We are going to continue to see the snow in the central panhandle. There is a winter weather advisory until 10 o'clock tonight above 4,000 feet, and it is snowing right now at Lookout Pass and sticking on the roads presently. Actually, it turned out to be a pretty decent day for snow in the mountains, including at Schweitzer. They said it was a surprise powder day. They woke up with several inches of fresh new snow. So we're getting into that time of the year where it may be raining in town, but it may be snow in the mountains. We're going to start the day off tomorrow with some patchy fog, 31 for a morning low, but we'll be above freezing by 9 a.m. So watch your step if you're heading out for an early morning jog, but those roads should be in great shape by the time we're into the mid-morning. We're going to be in the 40s, noon 43 degrees, light winds throughout the day, less than 10 miles per hour. 49 will be our high temperature, which is above average. Back to our morning lows again. A lot of those wet roads will be refreezing. There'll be frost on those sidewalks and parking lots. And then temperatures tomorrow will be warming up well above average. 48 in Meade and Spokane Valley and 9 Mile, as well as Liberty Lake. 43 in Spirit Lake and 47 in Coeur d'Alene. Around the region, temperatures mainly in the 40s, 50s in Lewiston, Ritzville, and Moses Lake. And there are more 50s coming in the forecast. Here's a look at your planning forecast. Boy, we are in for some nice weather. We're going to be drying out and warming up. 50s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. A chance of showers late Saturday and into Sunday. Right now, it doesn't look like it is going to amount to much, however. And then we're going to start cooling down coming up in the next half hour. I'm looking out at the 8 to 14 day forecast. It may not be what you want, but it may be what our mountains need in the extended outlook. Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, Elon Musk is offering a second chance to federal workers who did not respond to his original email to list their accomplishments in the last week or possibly be terminated.
Yeah, Musk warns they could still be fired if they choose to ignore this email. CNN's Julia Benbrook has more.
There's still a lot of back and forth about the email guidance first previewed by Elon Musk, who has been tasked by President Donald Trump with reforming the federal government. While Trump has called this idea, quote, pretty ingenious, workers are still receiving mixed messages. Over the weekend, Musk posted on X that federal workers were required to respond to an email with bullet points on what they accomplished last week, or it would be seen as a resignation. Monday afternoon, the Trump administration said responding was voluntary. But then Monday evening, Musk circled back to say failure to respond a second time will result in termination, without giving workers a new deadline. The White House attempted to clarify the contradictory guidance on Tuesday.
The Office of Personnel and Management sent out additional guidance last night. Those responses should be directed to agency leadership, and the president defers to his cabinet secretaries, who he's obviously entrusted to pursue the guidance relative to their specific workforce.
Several of Trump's agency leads have instructed their workers not to respond to the email. The scramble to discern the exact intentions of the email has added another layer of uncertainty to an already rattled federal workforce. At the White House, I'm Julia Benbrook.
Well, the IRS is one of the agencies that has suffered layoffs, and they've come right in the middle of tax season.
We'll explain what this could mean for you and your tax return coming up.
Plus, a controversial football play might get kicked to the curb, while one NFL team wants to ban the tush push.
And we will have an update on the Pope's health condition, as many are praying for him to recover from his battle with pneumonia.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
In basketball, to have a good offense, you need to know how to read the defense.
The same is true dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck.
They'll use every trick in their playbook to pay you as little as possible.
But we know their playbook.
And play number 1 is the blame game.
They'll point the finger at you and blame you for the wreck.
So if you've been in a wreck,
call Russell and Hill to protect your case.
Russell and Hill will fight for you. Call 800-LAW-0842.
The Working Families Tax Credit isn't just for families. Individuals and couples can apply too. See if you or your family are eligible for this tax refund at workingfamiliescredit.wad.gov/eligibility.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters and every path leads to new possibilities. Well-qualified buyers can get 3.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado HD when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $1,000 cash allowance. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
GMA tomorrow. The Oscar countdown is on. The stars, the style, all the inside buzz on Hollywood's biggest night.
We're on the road to the Oscars.
Plus, Vanna White and her son Nico, and Guy Fieri cooking things up on
Good morning, America!
This year, make your home more energy efficient and beautiful with McVey Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows. Did you know McVey Brothers sells the popular Coeur d'Alene windows? And last year, the 6,000 Window and Door Series won the prestigious Energy Star Efficiency Award. Well, right now, when you purchase a 6,000 Series window, we'll match your energy rebate based on current utility rebates. Plus, give you $500 off any roof you add to the job. At McVey Brothers, we're always working for you.
Tee off in style at Circling Ravens' top-tier golf suites. Play more than 80 famous golf courses around the world. It's a hole-in-one for all skill levels. Visit cdacasino.com for details.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Consign Furniture.
Well, this is some scary video here of a pilot avoiding disaster while landing at Chicago's Midway Airport. You see them pull up and then head back into the air to avoid hitting a private jet. Southwest says the flight was able to land without incident shortly after.
Well, tax season is in full swing and has collided with headlines about IRS layoffs and cuts.
But what does it all mean for your return and refund? Karen Kafa explains what taxpayers need to know.
Despite all of the headlines around the IRS right now, tax experts say things are moving smoothly when it comes to returns so far. But they also recommend filing early, filing electronically, and maybe having a little more patience this year.
Last week, the IRS was expected to start layoffs of more than 6,000 employees as part of the Trump administration's broader cuts to the federal workforce at the agency's busiest time of year.
We know that when the IRS is understaffed, as it was in the 2010s, it makes refunds slower. It means they have a hard time answering their phones if you've got questions.
Vanessa Williamson, a senior fellow in governance studies at the Brookings Institution, says the cuts could impact important taxpayer resources.
There's some evidence that a lot of the cuts are going to come to people who help small business owners who have some of the most complicated taxes of anyone. So if you haven't filed, I recommend you file as soon as possible.
Tom O'Sabin, Director of Tax Content and Government Relations at the National Association of Tax Professionals, says amid leaner IRS staffing, taxpayers should try to limit the need for person-to-person contact with the agency.
What it means is if there's any possibility to electronically file your return, do so. Whether you're using a tax professional or you're filing or you're on your own, or you use the direct file system, which is relatively new at the IRS, try to submit your return electronically.
O'Sabin adds that careful preparation can also minimize omissions and errors that could take longer to correct. And no matter the headlines, he says, to complete that return.
In reading a lot of these social media posts and the like, there's been some talk about waiting to file or don't bother to file. I think that's a fool's recommendation.
Another reason to file sooner rather than later this year, Congress faces a March 14th deadline to fund the federal government or risk a government shutdown, which could potentially impact the functions of the IRS. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
Around the world, the Vatican says Pope Francis remains in critical condition tonight. We know the Pope had a CT scan of his lungs for pneumonia, and this is a very tricky illness and takes time for the treatments to work. Doctors say it could take several days for some of the treatments to begin helping him. A condition affecting 1 in 500 people can lead to a sudden cardiac arrest without warning.
Why genetic testing is key in catching this silent killer coming up. Plus, the search for a suspected killer in North Idaho. We'll have the latest on the investigation next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Tires do more than keep your vehicle moving forward.
At Perfection Tire, we maximize your safety, fuel efficiency, and driving comfort with the right tires for you.
Quality Cooper tires, knowledgeable people. Nobody beats perfection.
YWCA Spokane is writing the next chapter in our celebration of extraordinary women. Women who rise up to make a positive impact on our community. Join us, and together we'll be equal, powerful, and unstoppable.
This February, fall in love with a fun new ride like a Tacoma truck from Findlay Downtown Toyota. Plus, get extra money for your trade-in and extra discounts towards a new Toyota.
This week at Findlay.
For over 15 years, Blessings and Beyond has been a beacon of hope for people experiencing homelessness or tragic circumstances in Spokane. From meals to clothing and hygiene essentials, they meet the community's needs with compassion and love.
You can help families in need by visiting Bless Coffee, ordering catering, or booking a private event. All proceeds go to help those in need.
Numerica Credit Union is honored to donate $1,000 to Blessings and Beyond. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
7 years ago is a pretty great way to start a speech. But if it's also the age of your furniture, it might be time for a home refresh during the extended President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and check out special purchases while they last. Or score 60 months no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. But hurry, the extended President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Look who it is. Back to mommy you go.
Jake, this isn't our dog.
No?
You never got new glasses, did you?
Well, you didn't know Stanton Optical makes eye care easy.
Exactly. Sorry, and you
Nervous? 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day. Stanton Optical. Easy as our thing.
Perfection Tire uses the latest innovative automotive equipment and technology.
Plus, get the specialized touch of our certified techs who provide knowledgeable, caring service.
Cutting edge tech, down to earth people. Nobody beats perfection.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, the Post Falls murder suspect is on the run tonight.
He is accused of killing his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend Sunday afternoon. Take a look here. This is 47-year-old Jason Rook. Post Falls police are asking for your help to find him. Madeline Mullins spoke with police today about what new information they have and how the community can help.
Behind me is the home where police believe Jason Rook shot and killed a man Sunday afternoon. And now, 2 days later, Rook, who police say does not have a criminal history, is still on the loose.
He should be considered armed and dangerous, so don't approach, just call 911 and let law enforcement know.
Police responded to the home on Sunday when the victim's girlfriend called 911, saying she saw Rook go into the home through a Ring camera. When police arrived, they found the 46-year-old Post Falls man dead with multiple gunshot wounds.
We did not recover a firearm at the scene. The murder weapon was not recovered at the scene.
Police plan to release the victim's name tomorrow once a more family has been notified. Post Falls police says it is all hands on deck to find Rook.
Pretty much every single one of our detectives has some sort of task associated with this case, and we're utilizing all available resources, including those from our partner agencies, to locate and apprehend the suspect.
Police are also asking for your help. They believe Rook is still driving this 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee with a license plate of KJI17U. If you see this car or Rook, police say call 911. In Post Falls, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Well, our strong winds are finally starting to die down.
Yeah, those winds caused power outages on the west side of the state and uprooted trees across the Pacific Northwest. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker now, who actually just received photos from one woman whose tree came crashing down in Spokane Valley.
Yes, I just got this picture from Denise Vincent. She says this huge pine tree was uprooted in her backyard in Spokane Valley off of Blake Road. And I emailed her back as it looks like it just missed 2 different structures. So perhaps very lucky there. And Denise, I am sorry that you have that mess to deal with, but my goodness, it could have been a lot worse across the region today. And our wind speeds right now, these are sustained winds, have died down considerably from our 50+ mile-per-hour gusts earlier today. Again, these are sustained winds. Wind gusts have dissipated in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We still have 30 mile-per-hour gusts in Pullman,
25-mile-per-hour gusts in Ritzville, but they will not be around for long. We're also drying out around the inland Northwest. Still a few showers to be found, and we've got wet roads right now in Sandpoint, where we've had some shower activity here in the last little bit. All of that may begin to freeze, as we are going to be dropping down below freezing across the region and staying below freezing through the first part of the morning, but we are heading up close to 50 degrees tomorrow with sunshine, and there's warmer weather in the 7-day forecast. I'll tell you all about it in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Spokane Police Chief Kevin Hall will testify in front of a Senate committee tomorrow in support of an anti-drug trafficking bill. He will speak on the impact fentanyl has had here in Spokane and give a frontline perspective on trying to combat the opioid crisis. We'll have a recap of his testimony for you tomorrow on 4 News Now at 6 o'clock.
Well, maybe it happens to you a few times a day, or occasionally, if you're lucky, a call or text from an unknown number that turns out to be a scammer. It's not just annoying, it's also costly, with unsuspecting consumers losing billions of dollars to fraud every year. According to the FTC, in 2023, people reported losing a total of $10 billion to scams, with phone scams causing the highest per-person loss, with a median loss of $1,480 rather. To see the simple things you can do to get fewer calls, look for this story right now on KXLY.com.
In news for your health tonight, it's the last week of February before American Heart Month ends. Experts want to bring awareness to a condition that many people may have without even knowing it.
Yeah, CNN's Mandy Gaither explains what to know about the most common genetic heart condition in the U.S.
It's often called a silent killer. Hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is often a genetic condition affecting about 1 in 500 people in the U.S. It causes a heart muscle to thicken, making it harder to pump blood.
The thick heart muscle itself create rhythm issues. So these patients' heart can go out of rhythm into some deadly heart rhythms sometimes and can cause sudden cardiac death.
Dr. Saeed Al-Sadawi with Mayo Clinic says only a fraction of people with this condition are actually diagnosed. He says symptoms can include shortness of breath, chest pain, lightheadedness, dizziness, or passing out, especially during exercise or other exertion. But in many cases, he says there are no signs until a sudden cardiac arrest.
Unfortunately, we keep seeing either people not seeking attention, physician not diagnosing it on time, or not recognizing the diagnosis despite having the appropriate imaging.
If you have a first-degree relative, like a parent with this condition, Al-Sadawi says that raises the risk you'll also have it. So he says genetic testing is important.
Now, the challenge becomes we have people who have no family members who have the condition, and they have no symptoms. So how do we know somebody has hypertrophic cardiomyopathy? This is a big area now of investigation.
While that research continues, Al-Sadawi says patients should advocate for themselves, and if symptoms are present, seek medical help. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
All right, the Gonzaga men's basketball team returns to the court tonight, needing a big win at Santa Clara.
Yeah, the Broncos clobbered WSU by 30 in their last game and beat the Zags in the Kennel last month, Jack.
Yeah, the Bulldogs, they need a key quad 1 win tonight to help out that tournament resume. And you can take a listen after the break to hear how the team is feeling ahead of this big road game tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gold Seal Plumbing.
One sandwich that says, "This guy appreciates wild-caught Alaskan fish." And a second that says, "This guy would like another sandwich." 2 for $6.99. Arby's, we have the meat.
BECU was happy to award the People Helping People Award to Feast World Kitchen.
The mission of Feast World Kitchen is to elevate and empower former refugees and immigrants. We use international food as the platform for people to build skills, become leaders in the community, and share their culture with Spokane. Behind me in the kitchen this morning, there's a guy from Iraq that's helping prep another chef from Algeria as he gets ready for the day. And it's people helping people.
You don't even have to travel to a different country. You just come here, experience the food, experience the culture in Spokane. Every day we have a different cuisine. Today I'm doing a lamb tagine It's pretty much North African, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia. It's just a full plate of really good food.
BECU is just really proud to partner with Feast World Kitchen as they further the mission in Spokane.
RV show pricing continues now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake. Yes, every RV in stock at R&R RV Liberty Lake is show priced. You'll save thousands with rebates and show discounts on Cougar, Rockwood, Montana, Class B vans, and more. Everything show priced. Now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake. Shop online at rnrrv.com or visit R&R RV in Liberty Lake, Eastern Washington's largest RV dealer.
Pick 2 of Arby's beef and cheddar and crispy fish sandwiches for $6.99. It's surf and turf, reef and beef, the old bovine and brine, sea milk and land cookies, the old Arby's. We have the meat.
Mark Peterson has been a trusted voice in the Inland Northwest and my dear friend for decades. Together, we've weathered a lot of storms, shared a lot of laughs.
This is the greatest surprise. He just blew us away.
And overcome challenges.
Well, you understand you had a Widowmaker, right?
Mark has touched thousands of lives.
Did we do good?
Now, he's handing over his forecasting duties, but he won't be too far away. See what's next as we celebrate Mark Peterson. All this week, only on Good Morning Northwest.
After a humbling sweep forced by their arch rivals St. Mary's, the Gonzaga Bulldogs now just have 2 games remaining in the regular season, needing to win both those on the road and starting at the number 3 and 4 teams in the WCC. The Zags begin with the trip to the Santa Clara Broncos, needing a win to ensure they finish as a top 3 team in the conference. If a potential Zags win tonight is combined with the San Francisco loss at Oregon State tomorrow, well then a lot less worried. Gonzaga clinches the number 2 seed, earns the other double bye. But Santa Clara, they're no easy test. They dropped 109 points and a record 25-3 in their huge win. I think it's 23 threes at WSU. The team spoke with us about what they're thinking ahead of this pivotal penultimate game.
We'll have a better plan this time than we did last time, and we'll be a little more dialed into what they're doing, and we'll figure it out tomorrow and the next day. It's a short prep, so we got to flush this one and move on to the next.
Zags are currently a 9 seed in Joe Lunardi's ESPN bracketology release today. That'd be the lowest seed the Zags would clinch since the 2015-16 season. The Zags are 2-6 in quad 1 games this season. All 8 of those teams are currently in the tournament field. Both Santa Clara and USF are quad 1 teams nearing the bubble, so a pair of road wins will go an awfully long way in silencing doubt and bumping their seeding up a bit. Tip-off at the Levy Center is tonight at 8. Gonzaga baseball returns to the diamond this week. Yes, in February at home, the earliest the Zags are playing in the season at home since 2008. That series also was against the BYU Cougars, just like this one. The old WCC rival returns to Spokane this season after a 3-0 series sweep back in Utah a year ago. Their last series in Spokane 2 years ago, that was still as a conference member, which was a 2-1 Zags win.
Well, it's great. We know each other very well, have a lot of respect for their program, long history of some great battles. So we're looking forward to extending that, even though we're not going to be in the same conference moving forward.
Cougars are now in the Big 12, the second of 3 Big 12 programs Zags are facing all in a row this season, and the only one in Spokane. BYU, just like Gonzaga, won their last series 2-1 at CSUN, both wins blowouts, and the Cougars are batting .257 as a team. First baseman Cooper Vest, player to watch here, winning Big 12 Player of the Week last week, 3 homers in just 1 weekend. First pitch is this Thursday at 3 p.m. High school basketball playoffs begin tonight. We have opening round games for our 3A boys schools. We'll start out with our game very close to home with 16-seed Central Valley Bears hosting 17-seed Prairie. That one coming up at 7 p.m. The winner will play against 9-seed Eastside Catholic at Issaquah High School this Friday evening. And also starting at 7, the Cinderella 18th seed North Central Wolfpack. They're still going. They get another tough test at the 15th seed Gig Harbor Tides. Winner of this game moving on to play the Monroe Bearcats at Arlington High School on Friday. So we'll have highlights from CV, plenty more from the Zags, both coming up on Nightside. Kirsten, Derek, back to y'all.
All right, thank you, Jack. A new push to ban the so-called tush push on the football field.
The NFL says one team has filed a motion to ban the play, but not everyone is on board. ABC's Rena Roy explains.
You've likely seen it before.
Gotta go for it. Surging forward is Hurts.
The brotherly shove, or so-called tush push, when an NFL team has about 1 yard or less to go to get a first down or a touchdown.
Hurts on the sneak.
The offensive line and quarterback dive forward while players behind help out.
Push him.
But now the play could be banned at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis this morning. The general manager of the Green Bay Packers confirming his team filed a motion to get rid of it.
I think there'll be a lot of discussions about it. I got to kind of look at some of the information as far as injury rates, things like that to see, but we'll see.
The play has been examined by the NFL and the competition committee in previous off seasons, but no action has been taken. Some consider the play unfair. There are also safety concerns.
You already have to block 350-pound monsters. It can't be good for your spine in the long run.
While former Eagles player Jason Kelce says it wasn't fun for him as the center, he recently defended the move on the Steam Room podcast.
Maybe the Eagles just happen to be really, really good at it. And is that fair to necessarily punish a team just because they're better at it than everybody else? I don't think that that's fair.
Here comes the push.
According to ESPN research, the Philadelphia Eagles and Buffalo Bills have combined to run 163 tush pushes the past 3 seasons, more than the rest of the NFL combined. Scoring a touchdown or achieving a first down 87% of the time compared to a 71% conversion rate for the rest of the league.
And NFL team owners could have a chance to vote on this proposal at the league's annual meeting in March. It would need 24 of 32 votes to pass. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be much calmer on Wednesday with dry conditions throughout the region. There's a warming trend in our forecast, including some sunshine. I'll tell you about it and how long it's going to last after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Stay safe while traveling this winter. Before you head out, trust the First Alert weather team to pinpoint the safest times to go and exactly what to expect. 4 News Now First Alert weather on air, on the app, and streaming on KXLY Plus.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice, relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry wants to bring out your smile. From crowns to veneers, they have the experience to help anyone in your family, young to old, kids to grandparents, all by using state-of-the-art procedures. Grins and Giggles accepts most insurance plans, but where they shine is by offering cash discounts on most procedures for uninsured patients. Call or click Grins and Giggles today to find out more. Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry, helping you bring out your smile.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Atlas with 1.9% APR for 60 months or a $3,500 bonus. Drive home your dream SUV today.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
In February, get new equipment installed from Bill's Heating, and you're entered to win 2 tickets to the WCC tournament in Vegas.
Hey, Ben, I make this shot. You have to take me with you to Vegas. Deal?
All right, fine. But you got 1 shot.
Watch and learn. Okay. All right. 2 out of 3.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
All All right, we've seen some awfully strong winds around the region. Some areas seeing gusts of over 50 miles per hour.
Yeah, and Denise sent Chris in a photo that we just showed a little while ago. Chris, that tree that fell over narrowly missed. It looked like a shed.
She said it missed her 2 sheds by just inches. So all in all, a pretty decent day in terms of damage considering the wind gusts that we had. I suspected there would have been many more Ponderosa pines down today with these kind of winds. So now that things are calmed down, we can wipe our brows and coast into some really nice weather. Still 30-mile-per-hour gusts in Pullman, but the winds are going to continue to die down tonight. Light winds by the time we're near midnight, and a much calmer day on the way tomorrow. Meanwhile, I want to show you that our roads are still wet in Hayden. We still have some rain in progress here, and we are going to eventually see this tapering off. It's very slow to clear tonight, but there's not much longer that we're going to be seeing this rain in progress. Expect dry conditions overnight. Our high temperature today, despite the wind and the rain, 44 degrees, 42 is our average height, and we started the day off at a warm 39, 27 is our average overnight low. We have some cooler nights ahead. We'll be getting down below freezing. Sunset tonight at 5:29. We still have a little ways to go for the beginning of daylight saving time. That is not this weekend. It is the following weekend. I start getting a lot of questions about that about this time. High temperature trend. We are going to be well above average. In fact, the warmest weather of the season starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, those 50-degree temperatures. And then we start to cool down closer to average the beginning of next week. And our long-range outlook, that 8 to 14-day forecast, that takes us March 5th through the 11th. We are in the light blue, indicating a trend toward below average temperatures, and a little bit more of a medium color of green, above average precipitation. That will still likely mostly manifest itself in the way of rain in the valleys, maybe a little rain-snow mix, but we are right in prime snowpack building time. So if we could manifest below average temperatures and above average precipitation, that would go a long way toward beefing up our snowpack in kind of a critical time, because we did lose some over the weekend. Even though it is snowing presently in our mountains, it is sunny tomorrow and 49 degrees. We'll be in the 50s through Saturday, then cooler conditions. There is the possibility of a little bit of wet weather Saturday night into Sunday and lingering sprinkles on Monday, but right now it's only a 30% chance at best. So the odds not very good, but boy, it's hard to even look beyond Saturday with that warm and at times sunny weather, Derek.
Yeah, it looks pretty fantastic, actually. Well, the Oscars are just a few days away, and many are wondering who will take home Best Actor and Best Actress.
ABC's Jacqueline Lee has a look at this year's diverse list of nominees and the groundbreaking films they starred in.
Could this be Demi Moore's year? The 62-year-old actor just won her first ever acting award at the Golden Globes last month for her performance in The Substance.
I had this magical, bold, courageous, out-of-the-box, absolutely bonkers script come across my desk called The Substance. And the universe told me that you're not done.
Now she's a contender for Best Actress at the Oscars, joined by Fernanda Torres from I'm Still Here. And Mikey Madison, who was stunned by winning Best Actress at the British BAFTA Awards for the movie Anora.
Really wasn't expecting this. I probably should have listened to my publicist and wrote a speech or something.
Actress Carla Sofia Gascon breaking barriers, playing 2 roles in Emilia Perez.
Nunca había tenido un personaje como este.
Now the first openly transgender person to be nominated for an acting award at the Oscars. Powerhouse vocalist Cynthia Erivo hoping to defy gravity with her nomination for Wicked, a role she felt deeply connected to.
I felt like I recognized something in the character. The feeling of being on the outside being a bit different, not fitting in. And so I guess there was something about it that felt familiar.
In the Best Actor category, Adrian Brody is hoping to win his second Best Actor award after winning his first Golden Globe for The Brutalist.
There was a time not too long ago that I felt that this may never be a moment afforded to me again. So thank you.
Also in the category, Timothée Chalamet, who starred in 2 Best Picture nominees, Dune Part 2 and A Complete Unknown, where his portrayal of Bob Dylan earned him a Best Actor nomination. Getting the stamp of approval from Dylan himself.
He's a man of few words, so any of those words spent saying, hey, good job, young man, man, I'll take that with me forever.
Other Best Actor hopefuls include Coleman Domingo, getting praise for his role in Sing Sing, which he also produced. Ralph Fiennes for his role as a cardinal overseeing the election of a new pope in Conclave.
Supervision of this election. This is a duty I never thought I'd have to perform.
And Sebastian Stan.
I got flair and I'm smart, so.
Playing a young Donald Trump in The Apprentice, all hoping to win that coveted statuette. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right, before we go to break, here's your look at ABC's primetime lineup for tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Next, ET, we're holding court with the ladies of Running Point.
None of it made the cut. Way too naughty.
Plus, Keanu Reeves on his excellent adventure at 60.
More zest, but 60.
Next, ET.
Watch Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
This week on The View, Ronan Farrow, John Lithgow, and designer Christian Siriano. Woo! Amen, Whoopi. Amen. All hit America's most watched daytime talk show, ABC's The View.
This month, find presidential savings on new Sierra 1500 Elevation and Pro model. Up to $16,000 off for 0% APR. And ask about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
When it comes to replacing your windows and doors, you have options. But not all are created equal. Choose Renewal by Andersen. Andersen brand products are rated #1 for quality, durability, and performance. It's no wonder our products are trusted more than Marvin and Pella. Not sure where to start or worried about upfront costs? Schedule a free, no-obligation consultation. Research the rest, then go with the best. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
We are Spokane Wellness Group, facilitators for physicians-assisted weight loss. We have reached our 1-year anniversary. We are gratified and thankful that our staff has been part of the journey for so many in our community. The journey to health and wellness comes through your diligence and our staff's dedication to helping you reach your goals. Included in your physician's prescription is up to 4 body scans over the course of 4 months by our certified staff. Lighten up, people. Come see us. We're here for you.
This month, find presidential savings on new Yukon and Yukon XL models. Up to $10,500 off for 6.2% APR. And ask about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
4 News Now is brought to you by the YWCA Women of Achievement Luncheon.
Well, a federal judge in Seattle blocked President Trump's efforts to hit the pause button on the nation's refugee admission system.
The ruling came in a lawsuit brought by a major refugee aid group, arguing the executive order ran to suspend the resettlement program violated the system set up by Congress. Lawyers for the administration argued the president's order was well within his authority to deny entry to foreigners whose admission to the U.S. would be detrimental to the interests of the United States. The judge said that the president's actions amounted to an effective nullification of congressional will in setting up the nation's refugee admissions program.
And coming up tonight on Nightside, the Kootenai County Republican Central Committee is meeting in just a few minutes for the first time since a woman was dragged out of its audience a few days ago. That story gaining national attention. Members of the group say they're receiving death threats on social media. 4 News Now is at the meeting tonight to hear from the committee, and we'll bring you those updates tonight at 11.
I'm excited about the weather over the next few days. Warmer, sunnier. I know there's a lot of inland Northwest dogs that have not had a good long walk.
Yes.
Or a big, muddy, splashy walk, their favorites. We're finally going to get some nice, dry, calm weather.
Is this going to be false spring, though, right? And then, like, a couple more weeks, we're back to...
Yes.
You never know in the Northwest.
Be happy.
You're right.